Welcome once again to space and harmony, and harmonia of life. The true law of life and abundance, that was the theme of the previous video. A theme which I'm going to expand, giving keys that are rarely found in the mass media. Keys that have to do with the unfolding of our true seed of life. A seed that must grow in order to bring the tree of life into a tree of knowledge. That is the divine mission of those who have the seed of life. Life that must come from within. We cannot expect finding true life outside, seeking external things, even though abundance can come when we become aware of everything that surrounds us, as this environment. But we must also become aware of what's inside us. First of all, we must be very aware of how the energy of the serpent eats everything and is never satisfied. It's a bottomless pit. The constant desire that depends on a wrong mentality that comes from a wrong intention, all of which generates lack of vitality. And this lack of vitality generates a lack of calm, harmonia. The unfolding of our true essential being was beautifully described by the Master Yeshua as a seed that falls into the ground and dies in order to bring its fruit. But which aspect of the seed dies? Obviously not the fruit, not the potential, but the shell. And that shell must be broken in conditions of life that are not easy. We live in a difficult world, the tree of knowledge of good and bad. And our mission is to bring the tree of life. This bringing of the tree of life is precisely the growth of the potential of the seed. And like I said, the unfolding of the potential can be described in 4 degrees. The degree of our intentions or will, the degree of truth, which is the vision, the mind, the degree of vitality, and finally the degree of the body, which is not necessarily the physical body. There are different layers, different bodies. In the same way, we must be able to distinguish true intentions from false intentions. The true intention is to open space to the truth, and that opening is true love. True love which also brings life, not only truth. This is why in French and Spanish, love is said amour or amor, which literally means absence of death. Mort, ausencia de muerte in Spanish. And this love, this opening, is what really fills us with a clear vision of life. A clear vision that fills us with vitality. a vitality that leads to true serenity, calm. In the same way, we must be able to recognize in ourselves how our false intentions always pursue external things. Our false mind sees reality distorted, things that do not really exist. As for our emotions and sensations, most of them are lacking vitality, true vitality. It's very hard to find an appropriate word for expressing true vitality. We might say feeling or sentience. That might be a good option, but it's important to understand, not to get caught in concepts, in words, but really be aware of the aliveness without getting fooled by all the distortions. One of the keys that I want to reveal in this video is very rarely understood. Many of you surely know that when the human soul was expelled from paradise and condemned to live in a world of death and suffering, according to ancient myths, such as the one found in the book of Genesis, a guardian was put at the entrance of paradise, keeping the human soul from entering it. This guardian is known as Cherub, the Cherub with the revolving sword. And this Cherub is usually represented as a bull with the head of a man and wings of eagle, sometimes even with paws of lion. And these different aspects represent precisely guardian of nature. That was the main aim of Adam, the expression of the divinity on earth, the true earth, not this fallen earth. This fallen earth will go back to the tree of life and everything will be as it always was. When we are able to become guardians, we will live again in the true kingdom of life. Then the cherubim will not be fallen anymore. Because the fallen cherubim are no longer cherubim. They have become energetic entities that have an influence on the mind, emotions and body of the human being. And this is why we feel reality distorted. False intentions, false thoughts, and the fallen sensations and emotions that keep the human soul in a state of restlessness. That's part of the symbolism concealed in the Cherub. In the same way, the guardian can be transformed into a divine guardian. Meanwhile, you can ponder everything I've said. Thank you very much for listening. And until the next time, may we all come back in every moment to the true love, opening a space to the truth of life, true vitality and true calm. See you next time.